Hey there, Kelly here from sexybagsandShoes.com, and I have decided today to share my opinion on liquid liners or felt tip liners, or however you want to refer to them. Typically on days that I don't have to go very many places, maybe a quick run to the store, I don't put on a whole face because why? Who am I trying to impress? So today I drew on my eyebrows, and then I decided, you know, you usually wear eyeliner on days like this, so I'm gonna do a review. So I pulled out the 3 eyeliners that I have recently purchased, and I decided that I would share them with you. The first one that I pulled out was Urban Decay's 24/7. I don't know if you guys can see this. I'm having some issues with my camera. Really, it's user error, and that's the issue with me and my camera. Anyway, so I whipped out the Urban Decay, and I don't wear this very often, even though this is probably the more expensive liquid liner that I own. It cost me $19, and it does stay on. It does a very good job of that. And of the 3 that I swatched on my hand earlier, as I did a way bad video trying to do this review, when I went to go wash it off so I could start over again to share this with you guys, this one by far was the most difficult to get off. So I'm gonna go out on a limb and say, if I had to wear this for 24 hours, it would in fact stay in place. So that's a really good thing about it. Those of you that are younger than I am, this would probably be a really great liner for you. I'm in my 40s, so when I look for a liquid liner, obviously I'm looking for something a lot different than those of you that have no fine lines around your eyes and that are in your 20s. So that is really my issue with this particular one, is one, the container. Typically, you know, and this was my fault that I didn't pay much attention this morning, that when you buy a product, usually the top is the short end and the product is in the longer end. Well, that's not the case with this. They kind of put a little color marking on the top to remind you of where the top of the product is, but I paid that no attention this morning as I opened this way and spilled it all over my dress. So fortunately, the bulk of my dress is black, and I was able to actually quickly wash that out. But this product is very, very liquidy. And I'm not sure if you can see the consistency of that. So when I spilled this morning, I pretty much lost all of the product that was here. The reason that I, as a over 40 something, don't particularly care for this is because of the fact that it is very liquidy. And so because of that, what happens with this one is it goes on again in a very, very wet fashion, and it's almost like water. So it's able to creep, it's able to crawl, and while it's not dripping, it does get caught in the very fine lines around my eyes, and it kind of spiders, and it just kind of crawls and does, you know, goes wherever it wants to. On days that I'm wearing eyeshadow, I can kind of, you know, put eyeshadow over those little lines where it's crawled, and no big deal. But on days like today, when I don't really want to wear that much makeup, then, you know, this obviously is going to be a problem for me. The fact that, once again, it's extremely liquidy, and if you topple the bottom of it, you have the high probability of losing your product. That's another issue for me. So at $19, you really kind of want to treasure what's in here and be very careful. So it is a good product for some. It's just not necessarily for me because, again, I have the fine lines. But I did indeed like the staying power. It also dries kind of shiny. I don't know if you guys can see that, as you know, that it's dried kind of shiny. I also don't particularly care for that because, again, with fine lines, the last thing I really want to do is have something really kind of shimmery or shiny in that area, drawing more attention to it. But I do like the precision of the brush, because as you can see, it is a pretty, you know, a pretty thin brush, but it's pretty short. I'm hoping you guys can see that. You know, it's a pretty short brush, so there's not a whole lot of control that you've got, because it's not like you've got, you know, the ability to really get in there, in my opinion, and make a really good cat eye. So that was Urban Decay's 24/7 liquid liner. The next one that I am going to talk about is Sephora, and this is their classic line, 24 felt liner. And this one also has some staying power. A couple of things that I really like about this one: it does have a short top, but no ability to spill, so you're fine. But it's got a nice pointy brush. Oops, sorry, as I roll product across my hand. But I guess you can see that's kind of nice. It comes off, you know, pretty black. So I did like that. It comes off pretty dark. And obviously it comes off fairly easily. The only other thing is that for me though, as I went to do my eyes, you want to kind of go gently or what have you. What I found was, as you can see, it's starting to skip, it's drying out. And so I had to put the top back on it and then go back to the other eye and then kind of, you know, that way. So in my opinion, this product dries out really quickly. This one cost me $14. And I was looking for an alternative to the full-on liquid liner when I purchased this one, so I really didn't want to spend as much as I'd spent on that one, so I found that the Sephora was a good alternative. Dries pretty quickly, doesn't necessarily crawl in my spider lines, but the brush was, you know, I mean, it's not a fat brush, but it's not the thinnest brush. Now that I've drawn all over my hand, maybe you can still make this out. You know, but it does the job. It's not the most flexible brush, I mean, or tip. It is, you know, it's got a little flexibility, but again, the whole tip kind of goes with it. So there's a good opportunity for making a little bit of a mess if you're not all that great at adding on eyeliner. And I'm a shoe blogger, not necessarily, I'm no makeup guru, but clearly, you know, I do wear it. So that's why I'm talking about it. The last product that I have, I had never heard of, I'll be honest with you. And last month I signed up for Ipsy, and this came in my very first glam bag. So this is a product from a company called Jesse's Girl, and the Urban Decay was $19, the Sephora was $14. This one came in my Ipsy bag, but of course I had to go look it up because I've decided that, you know, like Rick Springfield, some of you guys are too young to know what the heck I'm talking about. So yeah, anyway, I think I like Jesse's Girl. Anyway, this product, if you were to go to their website, and I'm going to put the links in here on my blog post as well as on the YouTube post of where you can find all of these products, because they all have their pros for some people. But anyway, I really like this one. Again, it's got a really fine tip on it, and it doesn't come off as black as the Sephora product, but the flexibility of the tip, I mean, it's just like you can do some really fine lines. It doesn't draw, it doesn't, oh, as I cover my face while I'm talking to you, it doesn't get caught up in my spider lines. It doesn't crawl across my face. So I do like that. It definitely stays put. I use the wet wipes kind of to get in there and wipe it off when the makeup wipes when I'm done with it, and it comes off fairly easily, but it doesn't melt off my face during the day. I live in Florida. It gets pretty hot. Yesterday morning at around 10 a.m. it was like 94 degrees and this stayed. So I really do like that. Also, the other thing I like about it is I kind of suck at getting the points on my cat eye because I can't see them. Again, I'm over 40, and you know, unfortunately you can't necessarily put on your reading glasses while you're trying to put on your liner, but you still want to wear your liner. So of the three products I've got that I really like is the Jesse's Girl, and again, you can go to their website and get this. I did also find that some Walmarts carry this brand, so if you want to check out Walmart and see if you can get it from there as well, it's awesome. So of the three that I have here, Jesse's Girl wins. So hopefully this helps someone. If not, you know, it was fun for me to video and draw all over my hand and spill stuff all over my dress, which wasn't so much fun. But anyway, hopefully this helps you, and you guys will have a great day, I hope. Talk to you later.